Hello, hi honeys. Welcome to today's live stream show. And we're going to do a little bit of recycling here just in case some people didn't see all of my Donna Adelson comedy from, say, 3 years ago. And thank you guys for being here. I tried desperately to get about 4 different people to come on with me, but since it's totally last minute, I couldn't find anyone. So why not just recycle some stuff so I don't have to keep talking? So hopefully you guys can hear me there. Welcome. It's now 10 years since the bump when Donna Adelson was approached by an undercover FBI agent on the streets, which resulted in lots of incriminating evidence against her as well as her son. So let's go ahead and play this because I can't keep talking as usual, but surprisingly, if I make silly voices, then I can speak totally fine. But sometimes that really triggers some people who hate the comedy. So, all right. So this is one video from several years ago.
The next time, check what it's called.
Okay.
I
You left a message on my voicemail.
Right, you did.
No.
This is my problem. You approached me on Alton Rd. You handed me an article from a newspaper about my ex-son-in-law. You told me I need to call you and help your friend who is in prison. Now, at the time you did that, I didn't understand what you were talking about. I didn't call you back. Then you mailed me a threatening letter. Then you sent me a text message to my phone that said I'm not taking you seriously. So I am taking you seriously. But I really want you to listen to me.
Hello?
This is Mrs. Adelson. Is this Sammy? Sammy? Okay. My grandchildren had my phone before. So I'm
Miss Adelson?
I'm Mrs. Adelson.
Yes.
My grandchildren had my phone before. So that's it. And I just saw that you had called.
Oh, okay. You left a message on my voicemail?
Right. I did. This is my problem. You approached me on Alton Rd. You handed me an article from the newspaper about my ex-son-in-law. You told me I need to call you and help your friend who is in prison. Now, at the time you did that, I didn't understand what you were talking about. I didn't call you back. Then you mailed me a threatening letter. Then you send me a text message to my phone that says, I'm not taking you seriously. So I am taking you seriously. And I really want you to listen to me. Listen. I have to tell you, I mean, this is important. I have been so stressed out. I have spoken to 10 or 12 people who are close friends of mine, telling them about this and basically picking their brains and asking them, what should I do? Because I don't know your friend who is in jail. I don't. You mentioned a name. I don't even know his name. I never spoke to him. I don't know what he looks like. I never met him. I'm sorry your friend's in jail, but I don't know what this has to do with me.
You know exactly what it has to do with you. You know exactly what. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me. Listen to me. You just got to listen to me.
You need to ask your friend who this person looks like, what their name is, something, because I know there's a big reward out there. And if you need money for your friend, that's the way to get it. I mean, I'm asking you nicely. I don't know who he is. I am out of the loop. It is not me. If I can help, I would help. I mean, that's what I...
Just like I told you, listen to me. Just like I told you that day, we know that your family had a problem up north. We know that. That problem was taken care of about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. And we know that Katie has been taken care of and has been taken care of. Now my brother in jail, we were in Broward together. He told me the whole thing, and he hasn't been taken care of. You know, now all that's being asked for is $5K. That's all we're asking for, is for the $5K. And he told me everything, and I know everything. I know who's involved. I know everything, and I'll get that $100K for myself.
You know,
all I ask is to send the $5K. Everybody knows what's going on.
I don't, you know, you're saying everyone knows. I know I lost my ex-son-in-law. I did not have anything to do with it. That's why I said, ask him what. That's what not my brother Tato told me. He told me everything when we were in jail. He told me everything. And who was involved? I know everything. Well, I don't. That's the problem. I am telling you, it's not me. It's not me. I have had a year of aggravation, 1.5 years of aggravation over this. My daughter, my grandchildren, it is not me. And when I asked my friends, what do they think? They said, well, this person needs to get a description of you because of what you look like, or it's not me. I don't know who caused this. It wasn't me. I mean, I don't know.
Just like that day when I talked to you. This is not going away. This is not going away. Tato told me everything. He wasn't being taken care of. He needed the $5K. Send the $5K. That's all. That's all we're asking for.
Well, I don't know who Tato is. You don't understand.
We know you don't know who Tato is, but you know who Katie is, and you know the contacts Katie has and she has. Listen to me. Let's stop fucking around. Let's stop fucking around, okay? You know who Katie is, and you know that Katie has somebody that knows Tato, and they took care of the problem for you people. That's just the bottom line. The bottom line is you know who the fuck Katie is.
Look,
No more, Mr. No, I'm not fucking around. And I'm not fucking around with you. You know who Katie is. You know that they took care of Katie and her people. Nobody's taking care of Tato.
No, I don't know.
I know you know who Tato is, but we know who all of you are, and this ain't going away.
You know what?
So I can give you that you want then the $5K.
Here's what you need to do. You need to go.
Don't tell me what to do. I know what to do, and I'm doing it.
You're looking to get for money, get $100,000 or whatever whatever the reward is. It isn't me. You have got the wrong person. That's why I said, ask your friend.
You're Donna. You're Donna Adelson.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, I know. We know who's involved in all this.
This is not anything. I mean, if you want the money, you should get it from the police. They can give you a whole lot more than you're asking me for money for someone. I can't do this. I have had too much stress and too much aggravation from this, and I don't know what you are talking about. I just don't know. I just don't know.
Really, I think you should talk to Katie. Talk to people that are involved in this. You know who you know what's going on.
That's why I'm telling
you. Can tell me all you fucking want, but you know because I heard when I was locked up in Broward with my brother, and he told me everything. Everything. Well, he told me everything.
But then
I just want to take care of them because because fucking Katie was being taken care of with her fucking tuto.
I just think instead of asking me, you should get the money for the police. There's a lot of money out there. And I know if you think you know who this is, then go ahead and do it. Because I know it isn't me. I know it isn't me. And I can't take this kind of level of stress. I just can't. I know I didn't do anything.
Talk to you. Talk to people. Talk to the right people. You talk to people and you make this 5K come to me. That's all I need. Just do it and get it to me. Do it and get it to me.
I'll call you.
Bye.
What I have here, I bought some expensive Bob's Red Mill organic rolled oats. Now, you all may have heard that I had been having some bowel problems, some unmentionables down there, where I was frequently having to stay out till 2 in the morning with nonstop diarrhea. So I asked my friends, maybe 10 or 12 of my friends, what I should do, because going to the doctor just wouldn't make any sense. So my 10 or 12 friends told me that I should try having a healthy, delicious bowl of oatmeal for my delicious breakfast or delicious lunch every day. Now, these are the same friends that didn't tell me to go to the police when that horrible Sammy came up to me trying to extort Charlie of me. You know, just thinking about that. Being a fancy white lady, you can understand why I wouldn't go to the police about being extorted, because they might try to plant drugs on me or try to beat me or something, even though we have lots of friends in the judiciary and in high places. That just wouldn't have made sense. But I digress. I guess I do have diarrhea of the mouth, just like Charlie. Okay, hi guys. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get rid of this or make myself bigger now. How does it work? Oh my God, technical difficulties. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, thank you for being there. So hopefully some people still get the jokes. It's been a number of years since this whole thing happened, as well as since I did tons of comedy about this. There's also another one. Oh, okay, yeah, the thing about the nonstop diarrhea didn't come out in trial. Well, I wonder, I think they did play some sort of undercover recording where Charlie mentioned that. Maybe. I mean, my memory's failing now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I did do something was it just last week or a couple of weeks ago regarding Katie McPanua's prison records and something about Donna's prison records a month ago. So it wasn't anything totally exciting, but we did see that Harvey is pretty much the only person who's been visiting her, and she calls him 2 to 5 times a day. She also called Jackie Fulford sometimes from December through March. So nothing really exciting, although she does have to have full body cavity searches every time she has visitors or Harvey comes to visit. So, okay. Yeah, thank you. I'll show something else since I can't keep talking, but thank you. When will Wendi be arrested? Well, at this point, I don't know. It just seems really depressing, but I'm still slightly hopeful, maybe after Charlie's appeal gets denied. So who knows, it could be sometime later this year or could be next year. It's so hard to say, but lots of attorneys said that if she didn't get arrested by the beginning of this year, they didn't think she would be. So that's just depressing, isn't it? But we're still here and we still care. So let's play something else because it's too hard for me to keep talking here by myself. So let's see. Okay, this is a different version of the phone call that I did with a different friend. You need to go and
Don't tell me what to do. I know what to do, and I'm doing it.
you get $100,000 or whatever what do you call whatever the reward is. It isn't me. You have got the wrong person. That's why I said, ask your friend. You're
Donna. You're Donna Adelson.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, I know. We know who's involved in all this.
This is not making any sense. I mean, if you want the money, you should get it from the police. They could give you a whole lot more than you're asking me for money for someone. I can't do this. I have had too much stress and too much aggravation from this, and I don't know what you are talking about. I just don't know.
Really, I think you should talk to Katie. Talk to people that are involved in this. No, who know what's going on.
But that's why I'm doing.
You can tell me all you fucking want, but I know you because I heard when I was locked up in Broward with my brother Tato. He told me everything. He told me everything.
If
I just want to take care of them because fucking Katie was being taken care of with her fucking tutor.
I just think instead of asking me, you should get the money from the police. There's a lot of money out there, and I know if you think you. I celebrate me. Okay, so that's just a clip from a longer video that my Filipino friend Hector did with me when he tried to do a more authentic Sammy impersonation, but I didn't prep him well because he kept pronouncing it Tato instead of Tato, but we were kind of in a rush and we didn't have time to record it again. So yeah, thanks for your comments. Yeah, justice for Dan, always. Yeah, thank you, Mia, for always being there. That's right. Don't kill your children's father, grandchildren's father, and you won't have diarrhea issues from stress. Yeah, I wonder how her intestines are doing with the prison diet. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, so maybe I'll show some other shorts. I had a really good time making all this comedy and shorts and pairing music to different things about the case. And I'm still trying to find a case that I feel as passionate about. And it's just hard because I can't keep talking and stuff. So really need to get some guests on. Yeah, if she had testified, we might have seen her reenactment. Yeah, I don't think so. But you guys should check out the trial channel because she does have that, the whole trial on her channel. So please support her. Oh, Mentor had a good video. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'll have to see that. I guess I didn't get notified for that. Yeah, there's no statute of limitations. That's right. Yeah, I think ultimately she did make the better decision not to testify, though. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so let me just bring up my pride and joy, which is the funny coverage of this whole Dan. Well, not to poke fun of the case, but to make fun of the people involved. Let's see here. Where is this? Thank you guys so much. I never thought that I could get 30,000 subscribers. So, okay, shorts. I'm gonna click on some shorts that hopefully don't get copyright strikes, because if you show music on a live stream or a video, then that typically gets you copyright strikes. Okay, so here's my bunch of shorts. Tried to cover some different cases, which mostly didn't get much traction, but let's see. It was actually during COVID, so I had lots of free time and, just trying to entertain myself and act kind of goofy. Let's see. This is all going back in time. Okay, I'll just play it on replay. I'll probably have to take out the music. So let's see. Boy, this is from Charlie's trial. Seems like ages ago, back in 2023. Okay, this is when I started making shorts about the case, so hope you enjoyed this. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I tried to click on one of those bump things and up comes something else. Great. So I'll have to mute a lot of that stuff out. Does seem to be kind of weird to have some sort of obsession or something with a case, but this was the case that totally gripped me. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to just show the bump stuff, but it's kind of, I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's kind of interesting to go back in time and see what was going on with the case. This was before Donna got arrested, because she didn't even get arrested until after Charlie's conviction. So let's see here.
My rule is what was stated before deny the motion to enforce the scheduling deadline. With regard to Mr. and Mrs. Adelson at this point, they need to be produced for the interview on October 17th.
Sorry, some of the volume on a lot of my old shorts was bad because back then I didn't even know how to do screen recording. So I was just holding up my cell phone to the computer screen, and that's why it looks so raggedy. So let's see here. I don't even know how many shorts I made, probably hundreds of them, but it was just kind of like a fun thing to try to match music up with different parts of the trials. Okay.
Was he your source of supply of drugs from Miami?
I have a lot of people say things, this is people coming from other places. Well, sometimes it is, but it's also people who are vulnerable and other people who are trying to take advantage of people who are vulnerable. And that happens. People can be vulnerable whether they are from another country or whether they are from this country.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how sometimes I click on something, but then it just kind of jumps to something else. I don't know. Let's see here. There's definitely a lot more bump stuff. Kind of going back in time. Reverse chronological order here.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Anytime our little world seems blue, I just have to look at you, and everything seems to be the right word on our way.
Okay, that one I think is my most viewed short regarding this whole case. It surprisingly got lots of views, and people accused me of just freezing the screen, which is totally not true. That's how long Luis Rivera stared at Charlie during his trial, during Charlie's trial. So Charlie looked like he wanted to crawl under the table because that was the first time Luis Rivera saw him. Okay.
I was
guilty of first-degree murder.
Hey,
If the jury foreperson could please rise. Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Yeah.
If you please can hand the verdict form to the bailiff. Having reviewed the verdict form, it is in its proper order. At this time, I will publish the verdict. We, the jury, find as follows as to count 1 of the indictment, first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. Mrs. Adelson, control yourself.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Says she's fine, she'll always. I do is win, win, win. No matter.
Mr. Adelson, I'm going to give you the opportunity to make a statement if you wish. You do not have to speak. However, this is your opportunity if you choose to do so. You may stand. Stand. I would just like to say that I maintain my innocence. Well, please rise. I'm now going to pronounce the son of.
It was just something that was said. I think she may have spoken to an officer and said it.
Chief Mack, if she would have spoken to a clinician about that, you wouldn't know about that, right? Because that's HIPAA?
I wouldn't have known about it because I didn't speak to my clinicians. I just speak to them about Ms. Adelson in general.
What general conversations are you having about Mrs. Adelson with your clinicians?
It's just how they evaluated her and where she is in her evaluation.
Okay.
She's on a release on a step down program or anything like that.
Okay, can you?
I did not, because they actually see everyone that's on the data, and it's more than just Ms. Adelson.
Chief Mack, are you aware that Dr. Zapp has never evaluated or met with Mrs. Adelson?
I can only go with what I've been told.
Chief Mack, are you aware that Dr. Pugh is the only psychiatrist that has seen?
I don't remember. So there was no big lead up and discussion about some big gift that you were involved in, at least? I don't remember. I don't remember if I gave him a present. I hope I did. Do you remember what anybody gave him for that birthday? I really don't. Was the murder of Dan Markel your dad's big gift? I mean, that's, of course not. That's a horrible thing to say. What about the grandchildren, getting full unfettered access to the grandchildren?
My parents had full unfettered access to their grandchildren, always.
Not when they lived in Tallahassee.
Well, whenever they could come up and see them, they did.
They were 50% of the time with Dan Markel, right?
Sure, but whenever they were with me.
I mean, I'm not saying it's true, but hiding financial assets, failing to disclose things, kidnapping his kids in the middle of, his business trip, all those sorts of things, right?
Yes, he said lots of things.
All right, and you said a lot of things too. There's filings going both ways that are pretty venomous. Would you agree with that?
I would not agree with that.
Yours were pleasant.
I'm not saying divorce filings are pleasant, but mine were not venomous.
Okay. Did your mother, Donna Adelson, review the filing in which Dan Markel is accusing you of theft and all this stuff?
I don't remember if she did.
What about the one where Dan Markel is asking that your mother not be permitted to have unsupervised visitation with the kids?
My mom never saw that because after he filed that, he then asked my parents to babysit the kids. My mom baked him banana bread, gave him a hug goodbye. So
Okay, then it sucks to be her right now. So thank you guys for watching those things. Yeah, it's really weird. I was trying to click on specific shorts, but it just wouldn't work. So yeah, where's the proof? Yeah, there was no proof. So she could just say whatever she wanted, you know, make up some story like everything was copacetic with Dan. Yeah. Hi, John Smith. The devil made her do it. Yeah, John Smith has some really funny songs that he's made about different cases. So thank you. Okay, so it looks like, thank you, Florida. Florida has already left to watch something more interesting for him. But thank you. And of course, I know this isn't Wendi, so we can all guess who this is, but it turns out only Vince the lawyer was right about you. Well, maybe right in terms of her not getting arrested so far, but yeah, we still don't know what could happen. That doesn't mean she's actually not involved. It just means they haven't arrested her. So yeah, thank you. John Smith's channel with lots of Wendi songs. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Well, let me take this off the screen. You guys can watch the shorts yourselves, since there's something wrong with trying to click on them here. Not sure if you guys want to go through this. Let's see, what is it? This is Sammy, the undercover agent, when he was on the stand. And once again, thanks to Trial Channel for being okay with people playing the stuff and reacting to her footage, because she does go through lots of trouble to get stuff and edit that. So we appreciate her. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this a little bit. And I think it's at, well, 1.25 speed. Yeah. Okay.
Donna Adelson.
What does bump mean?
A bump is a law enforcement operation during which an undercover agent or an undercover police officer would conduct a face-to-face meeting or encounter with a subject or a person of interest in an investigation. And what we look for, the results we look to get would be one or a combination of either I would try to extract, or the undercover would try to extract information, or they would try to pass on information, or possibly set up a future meeting with the individual, or tickle a wire or a telephonic intercept, or tickle a wire.
In this case, was it an attempt to tickle the wire?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so we had a wiretap going at the time that you did the bump.
Yes.
Okay. And what does tickle the wire mean?
Well, when you tickle the wires, when you're doing a Title III, or what we call Title III, a phone intercept, and there's not much activity going on that phone intercept, what you want to do is approach somebody and see if they will start talking about whatever the investigation is looking into.
All right, so you were asked to approach Donna Adelson. Is that what you did?
That is correct.
Where did that happen?
I believe that happened in South Miami, somewhere near her residence.
Okay. And did you just walk up to her on the street, sidewalk?
I did.
Okay. And what did you do?
Well, I was instructed to walk up to her and engage her in a small discussion as to why I was meeting with her, and then eventually handing her a flyer.
Okay. Is that what you did?
Yes.
Okay. And let me show you the flyer. I've marked it as State's Exhibit 83.
Okay.
Is that what you handed Mrs. Adelson?
This is it, yes.
Judge has to introduce State's 83.
Okay. State 83 is enough. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a standard paper, right? Regular piece of paper?
Yes.
Okay, with a printout of an article relating to the murder of Dan Markel. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And at this time, it's been a couple of years since the murder.
Yes.
And over here in handwritten, can you say what was printed there?
I guess just call and text, and that's my undercover cell phone number and the $5,000 which was being asked for.
Okay, and this cell phone number that it belongs to the phone number that's written here, are you personally going to carry that around and answer it if someone calls it?
That is correct. That's solely in my hands, and I'm the only one answering. Or a voicemail. Yes.
And is there something you need to do if that occurs to record the phone call in question?
Well, the way, and I can't reveal too much tradecraft, but if I received a call and it went to voicemail, it would do a remote recording. It wouldn't be on the actual phone. So I can have access to any voicemails.
Okay.
Okay, just wanted to interrupt here. The undercover agent actually was very friendly, and he met with a bunch of people like us YouTubers at Charlie's trial. I think at Donna's trial, he just had lunch or dinner with a few people, but I was able to meet him during Charlie's trial back in 2023, and I took a picture with him, but he did ask that we not post pictures of him because he is concerned about his safety, since, you know, his whole career was kind of based off of doing lots of undercover drug operations and other types of risky things. So he did say that people kept criticizing him for sounding so vanilla and sounding too professional and clean cut, but he did tell us that he was actually told not to scare her because I guess they didn't want her so scared that she would run crying to the police. So that's why he seemed so reserved and polite. But I still think like he could have made it more authentic, because he totally did not sound like a real Latin King gang member, gangbanger type person. He spoke too eloquently. And that's how Charlie knew that this was some sort of undercover person, because he even told his mom he sounded too clean cut. You know, who says, you know, excuse me, Mrs. Adelson, or that I'm calling in regards to blankety blank. You know, no gang member speaks like that. So yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hey, JPZ. Yeah, exactly. Lots of people said the same thing. They're like, who is this guy? He sounds like he's selling insurance. He doesn't sound like any sort of legitimate gangster type person. Yeah. So last I heard, the undercover guy, he's retired now, but he's still concerned about his safety. That's why his face was not shown. And I think he's trying to become an actor or something. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, not before spilling his guts over and over. Yeah, in terms of Charlie, that's right. He was such a jabbermouth. Yeah, that's right. Both of them, they couldn't contain themselves. So the bump was still a big success, despite Sammy not seeming very authentically gangsta. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for telling people about hyping. Yeah, that's a good way to tell YouTube that you really enjoy some video or live stream. So they might be more willing to suggest it to other people. So thank you. Hi, Allison. Thank you for being here. Please support her channel also. It's been great to get to know her through YouTube. And let's see. Okay, people are saying hi. Thank you. Thanks for being so supportive. Yeah. I think there was a question way a while back where someone said, why don't Dan's parents just go ahead and sue Wendi civilly? But I think it's mainly because they're still hoping to have some sort of relationship with the grandsons. And as far as I know, they have been able to see the grandkids on a very, very limited, controlled basis. So if they did sue Wendi, that would be completely cut off. Also, I'm not sure if getting money is really their goal. Like, I don't think they're trying to get money. Plus, who knows what kind of funds Wendi really has. As far as I know, she's not really working. And the family put lots of their funds into trusts. So that would be another problem, is to try to collect on those judgments, even if they could get them. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, just not able to talk fluently anymore, which is so frustrating. Let me see if there are any other questions, but if you have any, feel free to ask again. Oh, okay. Well, it's great to know some people are still so into this case. You know, you're thinking about watching the whole trial again, because sometimes I do feel like I'm starting to forget some small details. So it's great that there are still some YouTubers like Leslie and Jackie St. Germain who are still covering this case too. You know, we're still here, and if Wendi ever gets arrested, we'll be here jumping on the case. Same with James from Deep Dive True Crime. He's still covering it. Yeah. Okay, yes, this is live. I'm really here. I'm wearing this bump shirt again because it's the 10-year anniversary of the bump. So, yeah, right. No, this is live. I was just showing some old stuff from, yeah, the trial footage is from September. Yeah. Okay, for Forbidden Pick, yes, there's a picture of Charlie back here. So you can see that. I printed it out on my printer. Yeah, that's Charlie in court. Yeah, thank you, Tenton. Yes, that's right. I'm really here live. Okay. Yeah, Bumpiversary. They chose to do the bump on Donna because she wouldn't know he was a cop. Yeah, she seemed pretty doofy, you know, like, I mean, she's definitely not a good actress. I think Wendi is a better actress than she is. Yeah, because like even from the beginning, it was just so bizarre how she just quietly took the piece of paper that the so-called gangster gave her and just stuck it back into her purse and just kept walking, you know, because most people who were totally innocent would have kind of freaked out a little and looked around to see, you know, who is this guy? Is he with people? What kind of car is he going into? Like, what direction is he going? So it's just weird that she seemed so calm, and she just took a piece of paper, stuck it into her purse without looking at it, and kept on walking to the kids' school. And then, of course, the first person she calls is Charlie. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I'll just kind of scroll down to see what comments there are. Oh, thank you, Tenton. It's nice to know you still care. So, favorite was when Georgia asked the first extortion was $1/3 of a million. Yeah, how convenient that you know, they just wanted $1/3 of a million, and they're so nice they let Charlie pay on a payment plan. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I really love that. I love doing the comedy with Mona as well as Kathy from Gossip Rumor Innuendo. It was so much fun and kind of encouraged us to be more creative. So that was great. Yeah, to take a break from the sadness of the murder, because we're definitely not making fun of the whole tragedy, but the wrongdoers who were totally involved. Yeah. Okay, a second extortion was $5,000. And on the bump you talked about, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like send the 5K. Send the 5K now. Okay. Yeah, she probably is still thinking, if there's a chance she could get out, she's plotting to think of all the things she's still going to do. That's right, because she's very vengeful. Oh, that's nice. That's good to hear. So you got a membership there. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Mia. Glad you like the humor. Yeah. Donna's face in court. Yeah. I mean, just look at her. She's like wearing this Mr. Rogers looking cardigan and just trying to look so sweet and huggable. And who knows if she deliberately gained weight so that she could look more grandmotherly. But that was a big running joke when Mona and I did those improv shows. Yeah. Need a refresher. So this is perfect. If Wendi doesn't get arrested this year, let's all just go make a citizen's arrest. Yeah, I don't know what qualifies as making a citizen's arrest for someone who's possibly in Texas. Yeah, so I wonder how her life is now. Should be played until Wendi is arrested, forefront and center. That's right. We still want to draw attention to this horrible crime against Dan Markel. Yeah. Oh, you like the props? Yeah. See, I was very proud of myself for finding this purse, which is pretty much identical to what Donna had at the bump. It's very practical. And it's from TJ Maxx. Yeah. $40. So. Yeah, the to-sue list. That's right. And Mona had the to-sue list where she was like plotting to sue everybody and, sue the jail staff, sue Rob and Haritha, sue the jail informants, I'm sure, all the podcasters, the YouTubers. Yeah, exactly. That's the big question. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm losing faith too. Yeah. Hi, Nadine. Thank you for being there. Nadine has helped to read some of those court documents. Yeah, 10 years since she came bouncing down the steps. Yeah, I have a short set to Smooth Criminal when I was like going down the stairs at a beach house wearing this outfit. So a lot of people like that too. Yeah. Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I should just do the Donna voice, because for some reason I can't talk as well when I try to speak normally. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's nice of you. Yeah. 10 years went by in a blink. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, the Shadrach Noble clips are funny. Yeah, that's true. Too bad he was only a witness in the first trial. Yeah. Leslie can do a Macy's commercial in your outfit. She can highlight newscaster wear. Okay. Yeah. I think it was 5Car5 who said the bump shirt was actually Calvin Klein. So I don't know. I searched high and wide or high and low trying to find the shirt online, but I couldn't. So this is actually something I painted myself using a bunch of different paints and markers. Yeah, Donna's bossing the prison sunshines. Oh, thank you. Yep, that's right. Ways of getting back at Rob. Yeah, the poor guy, he seemed so ill at ease and really, really depressed and stressed out when he was in court. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They said, we'll just say it's for charity. We're giving it just one time as charity. That's what he said to Katie. Yeah. Would I ever represent? No, definitely not. I mean, I'm not even licensed in New York, but no thanks. He says he doesn't like paying lawyers either. So, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you noticed that. It's kind of hard to see because of the whole light reflecting off of it. But, I went through some trouble to get this printed and, stuck it inside an old family frame. Yeah. Remember? Memories like the corners of my wine. Misty watercolor memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we used to share. Smiles we gave to one another. For the way we were. Can it be it was all so simple then? War has torn, rewritten every line. If we had the chance to do it all again, Charlie, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories are so beautiful and yet those too painful to remember. We simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were, the way we were. Okay, just acting a little crazy here. I don't know. That song just really got me. I associated that Barbara Streisand song with this whole Donna Adelson, Dan Markel case. So that's why I had to skate to it. Yeah, kind of weird that way, but thanks for putting up with me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Allison's father just got arrested last Thanksgiving for the 1982 murder of her mother. So it's been really just kind of a huge surprise, but also a positive surprise that after so many years, some people can still be potentially brought to justice for crimes they committed so many decades prior. So that still should give us hope regarding Wendi. Yeah. Hi, Liz. It was great to meet you. Liz came on the members only live just a few days ago. So yeah, when you're in jail or prison, you can't draw Social Security. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, too bad. But I'm sure they still have tons of investments. Yeah, that's right. Believe it. You did Donna perfect on the phone. How she looked up. Yeah, I just thought it was so hilarious. I had to do it because, sometimes it's more compelling or more interesting when you can reenact stuff as opposed to just, putting something on the screen and reading it in a professional tone. So luckily, Remy was a good sport and he was willing to be dramatic and play the role of the undercover agent. And he also had that same vanilla sort of professional voice that didn't sound like a gangster. So it made it even funnier to have Remy play that role of Sammy. Yeah, so thank you. I'm glad some people get the humor. Yeah. It'll become more stressful for you as the trial date draws near. Yeah, thank you guys for supporting my father's alibi, Allison, who is just so brave, and it was because of her efforts to try to get the prosecutors interested again in her mom's case that finally her father did get arrested. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Went through a lot of trouble putting this shirt together. And when I did see a clearer video of the bump, I realized there's really some like little streak of magenta that should be here on the left side of the shirt. So there's no streak of magenta for true authenticity, but I didn't have any magenta paint today. So yeah, but I tried. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have the right type of glasses. I tried to watch the video very carefully to make sure I got the right shape of glasses too. Yeah, what's happening? Well, we're just waiting for the Court of Appeal to issue a decision. So I think when was the oral argument? I feel like it was February, maybe. So it still could be like this fall or winter that we finally get a decision. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm glad you get the jokes. Yeah, because, like sometimes when I did the comedy, I feel like, I don't know if some people got those jokes and stuff. And even when I did some improv with Kathy from Gossip Rumor, I think like she didn't get some of the jokes that I was trying to crack, so it's just kind of like a funny niche topic, I guess. Yeah. Oh, you came out wearing the Donna Bump shirt? Really? Oh, okay. Did I send you one? I can't remember because I know I made a couple of them. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just such a great song. Barbara Streisand, The Way We Were, 1974. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad you laughed, although some people probably left when I started singing. Yeah. Thank you. Hi. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you again. Thanks for still tuning in. Yeah, only the true crime fans will get that. Yeah, plus the oops. Yeah, plus this nice purse that I went through a lot of trouble to find. Yeah. Has Donald filed an appeal yet? I don't think so. I would have to check. Yeah. I can't even remember these days. There's got to be some deadline. Yeah, but I can't keep track of it. I'm just kind of counting on James from Deep Dive True Crime to keep us up to date with the whole appeal stuff because he practices there. He's there in Leon County, Florida. So I'm sure he gets a notice as soon as things are filed in the case. And sometimes Katie Bogenschutz will also text me when things are filed. So yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, Trison is going to sue me. Okay, great. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to make anything on this live stream because I played all that copyrighted music anyway. So yeah, that's right. Laughter is the best medicine. Yeah. Sing some more. Well, that's why I really enjoyed doing those banana bread parodies because while Donna was stirring the banana bread batter, then I could find all sorts of oldie songs to sing while stirring. So it was just kind of like a funny, kind of crazy thing to do. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe I'll just scroll down and say goodbye. Yeah, that's right. Can you imagine, like, what is Harvey doing with all of Donna's stuff? Yeah. Maybe he's still being hopeful that she's going to win and get out on appeal. Who knows? They're pretty delusional, so he's probably still keeping her stuff. Yeah, that's right. It was to pretty much make fun of them and show how ridiculous they were. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Nikki Ricato with the shades. Oh, okay. I don't get that. Okay. Well, it looks like people are leaving. I think Leslie is having a live stream now. So we have a overlap in terms of audience here. So Corey Richens, someone needs to do all her mean faces. And yeah, I kind of feel like some of those people like Dr. G, don't you think they would have done that? Yeah. I can't watch everything, but she did seem to be really pissed off when she was staring at lots of people during her trial. So she seems so nasty. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still skating. Yeah, it's mostly on the other channel though. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I hope. I sure hope so. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. The Adelsons like to stir, Donna with the banana bread, and Wendi. Yeah, that was so weird how she kept talking about her big delicious bowl, bowl of oatmeal, and I was just stirring and stirring, and then talking about how she ate her whole delicious lunch before the detective showed up. Yeah, lots of like weird behavior during that interview. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I showed that already. So, okay. Well, it looks like people are leaving. Maybe people are going to tune in to Leslie B. So sorry about the hoarse voice. It's time for me to stop talking and stuff and take off this wacky costume and everything. So really appreciate you guys still caring about Dan Markel. And I should probably get in touch with his mom again soon, see how she's doing. And I'm not sure if she's willing to speak publicly about the case again, but we'll see. She's a very nice and friendly person. So thank you all. Really appreciate you guys. Have a good week. Thank you. Bye.